The final battle, the Demon King versus the hero. The Demon King, on his knees and gasping for breath, faces the hero in their final confrontation. This is it, the end of a long, brutal war, culminating in a single, desperate clash. He still can't comprehend how a mere human managed to bring him so low. The hero steadies her stance for the finishing blow, gathering every ounce of strength she has left. "Demon King Velgar, this is the end!" she shouts, swinging her sword with all her might. Her strike is so powerful that it slices through the Demon King, piercing straight to his core. Defeated, the mighty ruler begins to fade. But before vanishing, he spits out a curse, swearing to return and destroy the hero no matter what. Well, guess what? He did return, but as the hero's son. For the proud Demon King, this is the ultimate humiliation. Now, trapped in a tiny human body, he must face a brand new life. What challenges await him in this absurd reincarnation? One thing's for sure, the sweat pouring down his face says it all. Just look at him. The once feared Demon King, now reduced to something so small and, dare we say, cute? The hero, Karen, cradles her child in her arms, stars practically sparkling in the air around them. Meanwhile, Velgar, former ruler of darkness, tries to assess the situation. It's been roughly 3 years since his death, during which his demon army was completely annihilated. For a while, his consciousness was hazy, but recently, clarity has returned. And with it, the cruel truth. In a twisted turn of fate, born from his desperate wish for reincarnation, he is now the son of the very hero who destroyed him. Karen gazes at her baby with the brightest smile imaginable. Without warning, she hugs him tight, pressing her face into his tiny body as if he's the most precious treasure in the world. "Oh, my precious little baby, you're so cute, I'm gonna die." Velgar is stunned. Is this really the same woman who once struck him down? This bubbly, dim-witted woman is nothing like the hero he remembers, the one who declared, "Today shall be your last day," and "I won't forgive you, Demon Lord." Back then, she was a fearsome warrior. Now, she's the polar opposite. Still, an opportunity dawns on him. His sworn enemy is right here, within arm's reach. He could kill her at any moment. He smirks at the thought, savoring the idea, until she beams at him and says, "You're an absolute angel, Purin." Purin, the great Demon King Velgar, bearer of the title Ultimate Evil, is now saddled with a humiliating dog-like name. He pictures himself as some cutesy demon dog Purin and shudders. This insult must be erased at all costs. Before he can scheme further, Karen cheerfully declares, "It's time for Num Num, my sweetheart." With that, she pulls out her milkers. "I know some of you wants to be in his place." The sight alone sends Velgar into shock. He recalls, with disgust, that humans are merely inferior mammals, and that females possess mammary glands to feed their young. To think they dare force him, the great demon lord, to drink such milk. He turns his head away in defiance, unwilling to sully himself with such filth, but Karen is relentless. "No running away, my little star," she coos, forcing him to drink. "Damn you, woman, so suddenly," he thinks as the warm milk floods his mouth. The more he struggles, the more she presses on. This is humiliation beyond words. And yet, after a few moments, his resistance fades. It's actually delicious. Velgar finds himself contentedly drinking, much to his own horror. When it's over, Karen hugs him close, while he wears a deeply disappointed expression. The shame burns in his chest, a demon lord reduced to suckling human milk. Unthinkable. To make matters worse, this tiny body is weak. He can't even hold his head up, let alone speak. The most he can manage are soft, pathetic sounds. Karen, of course, finds them adorable and showers him with praise. Meanwhile, Velgar wonders how on earth he's supposed to kill her like this. Just then, a muscular, bald man enters the house. "Welcome back, Goga," Karen says warmly. The name hits Velgar like a thunderclap. Goga, the mighty axe master, feared across the battlefield as the Iron Axe, once fought at hero Karen's side, striking fear into their enemies. Now, Karen cheerfully declares, "This is your papa." Velgar freezes. This bald oaf is his father? Goga scoops him up, cuddling him like some kind of fluffy pet. "I missed you so much," he says, rubbing his face against the tiny babies. Velgar, on the other hand, is struggling desperately to escape his grasp. Do humans lose their minds the moment they become parents? He can't make sense of how the once fearsome hero's party turned into this. Then the realization hits him like a hammer. These two got married, which means I was born from them doing that? The thought alone makes him sick. Literally. He spits up milk. Goga panics instantly, his huge frame trembling like a leaf. Karen tries to calm him. Night falls. Karen and Goga are fast asleep. Velgar is not. Why? Because Goga snores like a war drum. He stares at his tiny, useless hands. Once they could crush mountains, end lives with a single squeeze. Now they can't even lift his own head. Still, his will is unbroken. One day he'll regain his strength and reduce these two fools to ashes. The next morning, Goga leaves for work. Velgar yawns, earning praise from Karen. Apparently, she praises everything. Good job drinking your milk. Good job making sounds. Good job sleeping well. Velgar's brow twitches. Is she some kind of omnidirectional praise bombardment system? Karen, however, has a new concern. Purin doesn't cry anymore. It's okay to cry more, sweetie, she coos. Cry? Him? The mighty Demon King? Never. Tears are for the weak. Then he soils himself. As Karen readies to change his diaper, Velgar's mind races in panic. The mighty Demon King reduced to this, having his private parts exposed to his mortal enemy, his pride is shredded in an instant. For the first time in his life, Velgar sheds tears. Tears not of pain, but of shame. From that moment, the humiliation continues without pause. Karen and Goga fawn over him like he's the center of the universe, but to him, it's the deepest hell imaginable. One day, Goga apologizes for not being able to come home the next night due to work, and for leaving all the childcare to Karen. She reassures him. Touched, Goga hugs them both and declares his love for them. Velgar, meanwhile, seethes. All he's ever pursued is power. It was everything to him. But those days ended the moment she defeated him. Now he watches her doze off while holding him, wondering how the once great hero could be so careless, and hating himself for being too weak to take advantage of it. Without her, he can't even survive. The thought makes him burn with self-loathing. Far away, in the shadows, a loyal follower of the Demon King uses a special ability to locate the hero. He waits for nightfall. As night falls, Karen sleeps soundly beside her child. Suddenly, a strange feeling of unease jolts her awake. She reaches out, her heart pounding, only to find her son's side of the bed empty. Sword in hand, she rushes outside and finds a demon waiting for her. He sneers. "What a boring little hole you've been hiding in, hero." Karen's eyes widen. It can't be. The supreme leader of the 4th Division of the Demon Army, Megan, still lives. He survived for one purpose: revenge. And now, he's holding her child in his hand. Karen's heart stops. Megan's face twists with rage as he realizes, after all her glory, she's living a peaceful life here, with a family. Purin, who had been dozing peacefully, wakes from the commotion. Seeing Megan, he brightens. Finally, someone has come to rescue him. Or so he thinks. Instead, Megan grips him tight and snarls, "Don't move, hero, or I'll crush this brat." Purin tries desperately to communicate, to tell Megan who he really is, but in this infant body, his voice is nothing but babble. Karen, however, is in full beast mode. In a flash, she lunges, delivering a swift blow to Megan's arm. The strike is fast and clean, but to Purin, it feels weak. Back when they fought, her attacks could split mountains and shake the earth. Is she holding back because she's afraid of hurting me? The thought disgusts him. If she fought seriously, Megan wouldn't last a second. Megan snarls and raises Purin as a shield. One more move and I'll crush him. Horrified, Karen freezes. The opening Megan needs to slash her down. She hits the ground hard, blood dripping from her lips. Purin can only watch, seething. This is what happens when you try to protect something. Pathetic. Megan grabs Karen's fallen sword, the same blade that once killed the Demon Lord, and looms over her. "I'll take my sweet time killing you." Purin watches, her blood turning to ice, wondering what horrors will unfold. Karen's voice is ragged. "If it's my head you want, take it, but spare the child." Her tears hit the dirt. Purin is stunned. Megan promises not to harm the baby. a lie, as he plans to erase her entire bloodline. Purin, the demon lord who doesn't know a mother's love for a child, can't figure out what is happening to her. But the demon lord cannot comprehend this kind of love. To him, she looks pitiful, the warrior who once slew him, now begging to a lesser foe. And yet, deep down, he wants her to win. Karen's tears fall to the ground like rain as she repeatedly begs and apologizes. Although Purin cannot speak, he wanted to tell her to stop this nonsense. He won't stand this to die in such a worthless place. Then, a sudden aura erupts, shaking Megan to his core. The grip on Purin vanishes. Before he can process anything, he is already safe and sound in his mother's arms. She spins, plants her feet, and throws a punch. It doesn't land. It doesn't need to. The shockwave tears the ground apart, splitting the earth all the way to the mountains. The force rattles the air itself, and Megan, veteran of countless battles, feels true, bone-deep terror for the first time. Megan, Karen says coldly, there's a child watching. Murder isn't part of his education. Her death stare could kill on its own. Megan bolts like a whipped dog. After he's gone, Karen falls to her knees, clutching Purin close. I'm so sorry. I failed to protect you. I'm useless. What kind of hero am I? Her tears spill again. Purin, however, is still thinking about that punch. It was stronger than the strike that ended his reign, stronger than anything he'd ever faced. This was the strength of one who has something to protect. So this is a mother's strength. Without thinking, he utters, "Ma, ma." Karen freezes. Her tears stop. Her face lights up like the sun. Say it again. The great demon king realizes, in that moment, the true source of her power. The next day, Goga returns, and nearly drops dead seeing Karen covered in bandages. Purin now knows the hero holds a power he has never mastered. And when he learns it for himself, he will surpass her and reign supreme once more. Until then, he swallows his pride. He will play the role of the perfect baby. Hero, raise me as your child.